Wrong advice is more expensive than failure. Some people didn't fail because they were lazy. They failed because of wrong advice. On today's podcast, we're going to be revealing one of the most destructive tendencies in your life that has made you not to achieve your desired dream. In today's podcast at TD Studiohub, we're going to expose that most silent killers of dream in your life. Wrong advice about business and money. Too many people make life changing decisions on opinions of others and familiarity, not experience or proven results. And the cost is heavy. We don't want you to fail. My name is Mwale Tochku. I'm an author and an entrepreneur. Lost years, broken business, financial pressure, and delayed destinies. This is what we're going to be exposing today. Why free advice often becomes the most expensive mistake. How listening to friends instead of experts destroys progress. The real difference between opinion and experience, of course. Why failure can teach you, but wrong advice can trap you for life. Practical steps to protect your life, money, and decisions. This is what we're going to be digesting today on the podcast. If you are about to start a business, invest money, or make a major life decision, this episode could save you years of regrets. Watch till the end. Share with someone you care about. Subscribe for our weekly mindset, money, decision, reset conversation. Today, we are still on firing to make sure that you make the most powerful decision of your life. And we don't want you to make that wrong decision based on advices from friends or those who has influence in your life. Listen, you did not lose money because you are lazy. You didn't fail because you are not smart. You failed because you listened to wrong advice, unsolicited advice from everywhere, from families, from social media platforms. The wrong advice, wrong voice at wrong time, let that sink in. Will lead you to the wrong decision making. One wrong advice can delay your destiny for 5 to 10 years. This is what we're talking about today. Where we reset your life, your money, and your decisions. We are not just talking to motivate you. We're talking from experience. I have experienced that, and I know what I'm talking about. Somebody will tell you to wait when you want to do something. There's nothing wrong with listening to advice, but first, seek your inner heart, your inner mind, your inner consciousness, and then seek the mind of God in everything you want to do. God has a way of revealing things. Let me tell you a painful truth most people won't say about this thing that we're talking about. Many people are broke, not because they lack opportunity, but because they keep taking advice from people who never succeeded. I don't know who you're following, who is your mentor, who is influencing your life, but I know in Africa and other parts of the world, the trust familiarity is more credible. It has the way of impacting our lives. It has the way of influencing our decisions. Sometimes we find ourselves in this regret. Friends, We never build anything who are relatives who fear growth. There are a lot of people that fear growth, who confuse opinion with experience. They don't want to take any bold step. Them themselves are advising you. We call it advice. But they fear how, what have they done that you can measure and then look into their lives and then compare to you where you want to be. There are some friends who say you share your plans, your dreams. They call them dream killers. They will scare you. They will demotivate you. They will make you to drop that particular thing that you want to do for humanity. That will change your entire life and the entire history. They have no records, no system. Those you are listening to, and then you are following them blindly. My dear, you have your name, you have your destiny, you have the gifts and the talent that God has given to you. That you ought to make the world a better place. Why are we talking about this? Because money and emotions are mixed. People mix money and emotions many times. Personal spending and businesses funds are one. They mix those things. These are confusing things. Pay attention to this because a lot of people are being self-employed, they own businesses, but they mix business and money together. No accountability. Then, when business fails, they say business does not work. Maybe your vicinity, or probably in Nigeria, or probably in the US or Canada or UK. This is one of the reasons. Wrong advice didn't work. And you were told, just start. Don't worry. Registration is not important for those who are in business. Records are for big companies. That's what you see, the advice you get from those people. That advice has buried thousands of dreams. We're talking about something so important here. And you should not overlook what we're saying here. We're not telling you this. We want to open this hidden myths so that you will be well guided. Now let's talk about money. Most people don't manage money, they react to money. I say that most people don't manage money, they react to money. Money ends, exposes, and all kind of flaws. Money reduces, and they start talking about somebody's after their life. No budgeting, no investment plan, no emergency fund, no long-term thinking. Everything is consumption. I repeat, everything is consumption. As soon as they get the money, they're already thinking on what to buy instead of planning for something that will double that money. Lifestyle upgrades, they think about the next car, the next house they want to live, with environment. Income never upgrades. And people keep advising you, enjoy life. That's what we hear. You can't kill yourself. That's what we hear. Money is to be spent. Yes, they say spend the money. Tomorrow will take care of it of itself. That's what we hear. But tomorrow never shows mercy. For those who fail to plan today, you plan to fail tomorrow. Today, listen carefully. Today is important. You can make that drastic decision. Human brains naturally avoid discomfort. That's what we're talking about. Your brain is not wired to discomfort. That's why we spend, and that's why we pay attention to things that are not important to our lives. Free advice feels good. Yes, free advice feels good. That's what we're talking about here. Because when advice costs nothing, it's free. You take no serious about it. You value it at nothing. I give you, you're watching this right now, it's free to you. So you don't value what I'm saying, but in the years to come, God forbid, you will remember my voice. You want to watch a podcast from TD Studiohub where we said this. Because we want you to be multi-millionaire. We want you to be multi-billionaire. That's why we are taking time to research and come up with the problems that are facing individuals around the world, families that made them stay poor, the poverty of mind, poverty of the physical material things. We want to destroy that monster. That's why we're saying it. These things happens, ladies and gentlemen. It happens across board, across culture, across geographical locations, all over the world, no matter where you live. Mentorship, training, consultation, these things will save. You are not paying for information. That like YouTube, Facebook, we all there because it's free. You are paying for years you won't lose. What we're talking about today, you're getting this advice from an expert, from a person who has been there. I know they say who wears the shoes know the pitches. That's what we're talking about today. If not, listen respectively and don't follow blindly. Even if I'm talking, you still have the opportunity to chat GPT what I'm saying or Google what I'm saying. Find out whether it makes sense or not. Don't follow blindly. So what I'm talking about today, one, how do you get out of this? Build system, process, build record in your life, build discipline, build vision. Because slow progress with direction is better than fast movement without clarity. It's all about clarity and decision. We're still on the same subject matter because this is important to us. And that's why we are homing and we are re-emphasizing this. And we will continue to do this until those who are our audience, who are following us, who are going to watch this, will be liberated. Cheap advice is more expensive. And I repeat, cheap advice is more expensive than failure. That's what we're talking about. That title, let it sink. One bad advice can destroy your destiny. One bad advice you poor. But there's opportunity. As you're watching this podcast, you have started a journey to a successful, a transformed life. They don't listen to everybody. If you want to make sure you build a life, don't listen to everybody. Learn from people that is ahead of you. I repeat that. Learn from people who have been there. It's not you are starting that others have not done before. They pay the price early to become cheaper later. But you need to learn. So don't learn from the people without evidence. Proven track record. I know most of you are influenced by culture, family pressure, family influence. But there, you got to build your own life. This is important. For the sake of the next generation. If your life is not moving forward, don't ask why life is hard. Ask, who are you listening to? It is important. Listen has influenced people's life because the voice you follow determines the future you enter. I repeat, the voice you follow determines the future you enter. Today's Studio Hub, getting life, money, and decisions. That's what we are focusing. That's where we are changing lives through spoken words. Because God created the word by spoken word. If this message spoke to you, keep it. Share with someone about starting a business, about investing money. I want to make a big decision because one shared message can save 5 to 10 years of pain. I repeat, if you can share this message, it will save 5 to 10 years of failure. Follow TD Hotspot, share this episode, and remember, your future is still expensive to be guided by cheap advice. Once again, drop your comments share, and like. And we will meet you in our next podcast. I remain Mwale Tochku, your host today. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely day. Bye for now.